Welcome guys to today's video. This video is going to be all about my my current draft. Of course, this will probably change with all the transfers I'll be making. Let's just go here. This will probably be changing with all the transfers I'll be making when players come into new clubs, such as Havertz, potentially Messi, Thiago, potentially. Lots of other assets, of course. None of these players are nailed on really, other than like Salah and Alba at the moment, and Trent. And Trent could be injured. It doesn't look like he's going to make the game against Arsenal. Doesn't look like he's going to make the game against Arsenal in the Community Shield. So that's one to look out for, because he could miss the opening game of the season, Leeds, and we do have the cover at fullbacks to back him up in Williams and Simigas. So yeah, it's one to look out for. Let me go through my current team with you guys. So I've got McCarthy in goal. I think if we look at his fixtures, I think they're really good fixtures. You know, he's a set and forgetter, I think, because you know, Palace away is pretty easy, Spurs at home is a bit challenging, but you know, it is what it is. And if Nyland is available, then I probably would start him at home Sheffield ahead of McCarthy home Spurs, but that's just my opinion. And I've got with Burnley away, pretty easy, West Brom home, Chelsea, just some good fixtures you see here. He's a set and forget for the season. Not really any patches of ridiculous fixtures, because he's got quite a few, you know, 4s and 5s in some patches, but he's just got some good patches as well in between them. So very consistent fixtures, and he could be one that I'll have for the whole season. So we'll have to wait and see with that. Let's go on to the defences. We've got Andy Robertson for 7.0. I had him all of last year, and he was brilliant for me. Picked up 181 points when he was owned by about 6%, which is top quality for a defender as well. He's not locked in, because this could all change with other signings, of course, and of course you're showing Simigas, who will get some starts in the league. Obviously he's nowhere near as good as Robertson from what I know and what we've seen so far, but he will definitely get some starts in the league. So that is one to look out on. We will go take fullbacks, because we've got some vast amount of fixtures this year. So that is definitely something to look out for. But I really like the Liverpool pick, and my Liverpool goggles are well and truly on here. I'm a bit biased because, you know, I love the Liverpool triple up I've got. You know, it could obviously change, of course. This not locked in by any means. I've gone with James Justin, who I think is a brilliant pick, owned by 7.1%. Tell you what he does, he gets in the box a lot, which I like for a fullback. He makes the runs up the pitch, and he's very Leicester style player, even though he's the second choice. With Ricardo Pereira coming back from injury, I don't know when, is it October, but for the first games of the season, when they've got some really good fixtures, he could pick up some clean sheets potentially, and definitely get some attacking returns. He should have scored quite a bit last season from what I watched. He had quite a few chances where he got in the box and just missed the ball. But you know, he's definitely one that I think is brilliant. I think he's up there with the best 4.5 million defenders out there. Then we've gone, of course, with Trent Alexander-Arnold, the best defender in the game. 210 points last year, 15 assists, 4 goals. I wouldn't be surprised if this year he does better than that, with scoring more goals, because he's looking like he's scoring more, especially after the restart. It just feels like he can get tons of goals at the moment, Trent, and of course assists come naturally to him, plus the clean sheet bonus. Plus, it's something which is really good for Trent. He puts in so many crosses, and you don't get on the bonus point system. You don't get minus points for doing unsuccessful crosses, but when there's a successful cross and he'll get it to whoever he wants it to go to, one of his players, he'll get additions on the bonus point system, so that's why he did so well on the bonus point system. 24 bonus points last year compared to Robertson's 20. He makes successful dribbles, he makes key passes, so obviously very good for the bonus point system as well as just being class. Then we've gone to Heung-min Son, who I also am a big fan of. He offers so much threat. It just depends. I'll have to look at a few pre-season games and the Europa League qualifiers for Spurs to see where he plays under Jose Mourinho, because he was playing a bit deeper and more on the wing rather than central last season. And if that happens, he will be 100% out my team. I'm not spending 9 million on a player that will sit on the wing and maybe get an assist or a goal every 3 games. He's got the fixtures, so at the moment he's certainly well in my team. I think he's brilliant pricing at 9.0 if he can play central. That is the key thing. If he can do the numbers he got last year, which was a very good season, 24 goal involvements in total, 169 points in just 2,478 minutes because of his injuries. He did extremely well, and if he played all the games, he would have been near the top in the points, because he's doing brilliantly, to be fair. They've gone with Alan St. Maximin. This is a punt-ish. He's got 18% ownership, which is odd. He's the favoured 5.5, and I really feel he could be a really good one. Let me go and find this for you guys. So I did a thread this morning on potential bargain assets. I did him. Here we go. So this is what I wrote about him. So all his details and stuff. First 5 fixtures, pretty good for the first 4, I'd say. I mean, Spurs is an anomaly, and then maybe look to get rid of him after game week 4, home to Burnley. But it's some good fixtures, you have to say. So, you know, it's one to look out for, and it's one that I'm certainly going to have in my starting team. He was so electric for the Magpies towards the end of last season. At just 5.5, he could offer the real value for money. He has a super high ceiling, and proof of this was his 15-point haul against Bournemouth last season, where he tallied 3 assists. He could especially be value for money if one of 3 of Newcastle strikers, that would be Joe Linton, Carroll and Gale, get into form, of Newcastle sign a new striker who can finish off the Frenchman's crosses. The only con is that Newcastle scored very few goals last year, averaging exactly 1 a game. So yeah, that is an issue. They need a new striker, because that will come down to whether he'll be set and forget in my team, or whether I will get rid of him at some point in the future. But I think he's a very good pick for 5.5, offers so much threat, runs at opponents, a bit like Adama Traore, gets so many assists, good crosses, he just doesn't let anyone to finish him off, does he? Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is next up at 12.0 with an insane ownership of 34.9%. With 2 really good opening fixtures, he's locked in for these 2. He could go mental in these 2, and I don't know anyone that shouldn't have him. I think he's absolutely brilliant. And down as a midfielder at 12.0, yeah, absolutely love it. So it's a big positive for me. These first 2 fixtures, probably captain him, one of them. In my opinion, I'm probably going to captain him against West Ham home. I'm going to captain Salah home to Leeds. Salah's got Chelsea away, even though I would prefer Salah captain because I'm a Liverpool fan and all that, you know. Let's have a little look at this. But then I'm getting rid of him game week 3 to transform my team potentially on a wild card. So if you look at this, yeah, because he's got some bad fixtures on from game week 3. This will be a potential wild card I'll look to do. I'm not going to take any transfers into account at the moment. I'm just simply planning ahead. And these changes, I absolutely love these changes, and I'm praying for Daniel Podence, who I did write about as well, to start, because he could be just such value for money on from game week 3 with these 5 incredible fixtures. That is certainly one to look out for. But then again, do I have the space for him? Because I want Ziyech as well in there. This would be on a wild card, by the way, guys. Just FYI. He's 6.5 for a striker. I could potentially downgrade Robertson as well to a 4.5 defender, whether it be, I don't know. Let's just put one in for the time being. Yeah, let's put him in. 9 million for a striker could be Anthony Martial. And that isn't a very interesting team. I like that lineup a lot. Yeah, so look out for that. Those could be my changes on from the wild card. Just check. I am in this Hangout Discord, so if you want to join the Discord, I'll put the link in the description to this video or in the comments, one of the two. Stuart Armstrong. What am I about? Stuart Armstrong had a brilliant restart and only owned at 3%. He's one favoured in the Twitter FPL community. That's where I got my idea from, really. In this, he's got some good fixtures, really good fixtures as well. He's got Palace away. We've been through Southampton player, have we? Yeah, McCarthy. Same as McCarthy. He is also a bit of a set and forget for these first 4 fixtures. You need to have him for that fixture there. It's tempted for a wild card on game week 4, where you can get in Danny Ings for that fixture, because he's got some good fixtures after that as well. West Brom home. These 4 fixtures are really, really good for Stuart Armstrong. And if he can continue the form he showed after the restart, then he could definitely be. He would rise a lot in price, and his total selected by will certainly go up, because he, in quite an attacking Southampton team with some really good players going forward, with Che Adams looking brighter near the end of last season, Danny Ings of course with all the goals he gets, Ward-Prowse moving them along, and Armstrong getting the assists, with also Musa Gineppo, who could come into play this season. He could play a bit more. He had a big injury last year. We'll have to wait on that, but I like them going forward a lot. I like the Southampton assets this year. I think they're in a very good position, Southampton, to do well this season as well. We've got Mohamed Salah, of course. He never goes out my team. He's always in. There's not much to say on Salah. He will be a set and forget captain almost every week, like last year. He did so well for me last year, Salah. I captained him. I don't think I've owned him for every game week apart from the last one, where he didn't start, and he will be a set and forget captain, the goal scorer, the main goal scorer in our team. But this guy's ownership should shoot up if we do sign Thiago. Now, I'm monitoring this Thiago deal very closely, and it is looking day by day that we are going to put in a bid, but we're not doing it at the moment. There's been lots of reports on build that we're getting closer, and it will be completed in the next few days, this Thiago deal. We'll have to wait on seeing that. I know we need him. I'm desperate for him to put in the balls in behind the Salah and Mane. It would tear up the Premier League, and he would get even more goals, because we have been lacking, I think, a creator in the midfield park. But Thiago will provide the balls over the top for Salah. So he's got some okay fixtures, but he's set and forget, isn't he? He's just top class in my opinion. I don't think you can go without him. I don't think Mane's good enough cover for him for the same price. I think don't try and be clever with that. Just go with Mohamed Salah. Then we've got with Mitrovic for 6.0, owned up by 30.6% of people. He's got some. Just check I am live. Yeah, there we go. He's got some good fixtures. You have to say Arsenal at home is okay. You can get a goal against them. They're pretty bad at the back, I think. And with Saliba, they've got some good defenders, but they won't be used to playing with each other. So that could be a very good game, this one, I think. And that's what I'm not going to captain Aubameyang, I don't think, because I'm not even sure they'll win, to be honest, Arsenal. For 2 very attacking sides. Fulham can't defend, Arsenal can't defend. So expect goals in that game, definitely. Then he's got Leeds and Villa, 2 very good fixtures, and Wolves and Sheffield away, and not great fixtures. Sheffield's okay, Wolves is not great, but he could nick a goal easily. And then these 4 top quality, and then I'll probably look to ditch him here for these game week 10, start of game week 10 probably, to bring in another good striker who's banging at the time. But yeah, he's a really good pick. 26 goals or something last year in the Championship. Definitely one to look out for, and definitely one to probably have in your starting team. Then I've gone with the new man, Timo Werner. His numbers in Germany speaks for himself. 38.8% total selected by. Twitter community is not as selected as some would think, maybe, but you know, he's a top forward. He'll start probably every game, and with their attacking assets, he'll get so many chances. I really do. I think something to look out for is, they've got Ziyech, Pulisic, and Havertz likely to be coming in. Havertz with some other good, Kovacic, who can split defences with his passing, and he'll get so many chances. And at 9.5, I really favour him to have a brilliant season. At the moment, he is set and forget for me, because he's so locked in my team. Him, Salah, Trent. At the moment, Trent, Alba, Mitrovic locked. The only ones that aren't locked are probably Stuart Armstrong, Robertson. I'm switching between Ziyech and a 4.5 defender at the moment, but we'll see. And Vinagre, of course, isn't. We'll get on to him in a bit. Orjan Nyland, so this is an interesting one. If we go to Villa, Heaton is out till 17th October, so that's quite far away. It's about over a month after the season starts. He's there. He'll start ahead of Steer, so he's 4.0, so he's a very good one to have at this cheap price. And for the Fulham away, that could be a good fixture. He's got some good fixtures, which I will probably start him over McCarthy for, like the second fixture probably. He's definitely the best 4.0 goalie out there, isn't he? That's for sure. Just have him in there. And this is an interesting one. Everyone was raving about his price, and I can see why. So Johnny's injured for I don't know how long. How long is it? Is there an update, or is it unknown? But he did his ACL, I think. Johnny, who was obviously a starting left back. Unknown. He did his ACL. So Vinagre is currently their starting left wing back. Doherty's linked with a move to Spurs, which is interesting. I saw. We're to wait on that. They're looking very likely to sign Ainsley Maitland-Niles. So if Doherty doesn't leave, then I will definitely not have Vinagre come game week 1, because I just don't think he'll start. Maitland-Niles will be picked over him because he's a weak link in their team. I think Vinagre doesn't offer much going forward. In his 2 seasons here, he's not offered one assist or goal. But he was a really cheap way into this defence. But it looks like the Vinagre party's coming to an end before the season started, which is a shame. They've gone with Kaynan Davis. I don't want to talk about. He's just useless. He'll just sit on my bench. I'm even tempted. If Brewster does go on loan, obviously it's a straight swap, because Ryan Brewster is probably better than Mason Greenwood. I think he's going to be a huge thing, and I think he's better than Davis as a pick. He's a top class striker, Brewster. I've gone on about that before. Let me go and find it here. All his stats there. 4.5 could be a huge bargain. Brilliant start to pre-season. Plenty of goals, 11 and 22 for Swansea. Definitely get some chances in the league because of the amount of fixtures. He's probably above Origi in the pecking order for Klopp. If he starts for Liverpool, you would bag on him to score, playing in a fast-paced Liverpool side. I'm sure he'll be able to finish a chance off. He'll get his top quality finisher. Only Collins who takes up one of your 3 Liverpool spots, and that's regarding he doesn't go on loan. So that's just something to look out for. Keep monitoring him, because he's probably ahead of Origi in the pecking order. So if Firmino was to get injured, or we do have loads of games, he will get some starts. And Ferguson, owned by 19%. Lots of hype about this guy, but Hodgson came out and said he wasn't really ready, he wasn't match fit, and he doesn't think he'll be fit for the start of the season. So that's a blow already. So it's even Mitchell now. I'll probably have to transfer him out for Mitchell. He could start at left back, because Van Aanholt's dislocated his shoulder, so he's the starting left back. He's probably a better pick than Ferguson at the moment. And then Johnson, I think it is. Johnson started for West Ham yesterday, and he's really promising, I think. So he'll be one I'd certainly look out for. A good young right back, I think he is. So that is it, guys. So that is my current draft. Obviously it's not locked, nowhere near locked. Transfers will change it all. Captaincy is locked though, however I am captaining Salah, vice captaining Aubameyang. That is something that is locked in regarding no injuries or anything else. So that's something that's locked in my team. I'm quite confident about this team. Lots of people have told me it's a really good team, which is nice to hear. It's a well balanced team, which is fair to say. The defence is quite expensive. Midfield's good. You've got the three premiums, in my opinion: Son, Alba, Salah, and you've got a premium forward, along with a mid-price really good forward and two budget-ish midfielders who are very good. And you've got some budget defender there, a 4.5 there, and a budget forward as well who won't play. So that's my strategy. And wildcard way, I'll do a video on my strategy for the wildcard, but that's just my team selection. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. So once again, thanks for watching the video. As you can see on screen now, there is my Twitter, Fpl. I'll probably put the link in the description. Also, please join our Prime FPL community Discord. It's where you can chat all day about FPL. There's about 60 people in at the moment with voice channels, hangout voice channels. We have text channels where you can drop your team below and we can help rate it. And you can even be on our stream, on our call-ins, which we'll do probably once a week. So make sure to join it. Follow us on Twitter, WazFPL, and Prime FPL as well. I should have probably put that, but Prime FPL as well. We have a Twitter account. I'm WazFPL, and thanks for watching. If you could like us and subscribe for more FPL videos, it would be hugely appreciated. Cheers, guys.